I just had like a meta experience just now of like realizing that we're sitting here being recorded and our two friends are just like watching us. Like I just like stepped outside of myself and was like, why am I doing this?
Hi. Welcome back.
I'm Amanda.
And I'm Katie. Ooh, my tea's hot. I think I almost burned my esophagus.
Did you just gulp it too hard?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Whew. Okay, I'll be fine. Hello, fans out there.
All 58 of you.
That's a lot.
Is that how many followers we have?
Well,
Or did you just make that number up?
well, that's like a little bit less than
no.
the views of the third video. So I'm saying we have at
Okay.
least like
We have
probably 50 that are
couple
still
of
watching.
fans.
Okay, tell us, let's talk about mugs.
Go.
Okay, me first. This is a cute little mug that I got from, what's the place that has the Australian licorice?
World Market.
World Market. And it has like a cute little thing that sits on top with a lid. You can like steep the tea within the top part. And it was only like $5 and super cute and I liked the colors. So I got it.
10 out of 10. Would buy again.
Would buy again.
I am double fisting it. One of my drinks is hot and one of my drinks is cold. This mug I recently purchased in Seattle. This is from the OG Starbucks. And then this is from a coffee shop in Kansas City called Thou Mayest.
Cute.
So I've got two coffee shops.
This is not tea.
Flavored grape water. That's what I like to call it.
Okay, so we have a couple of stories for you tonight.
Okay.
I'm gonna go first because I think my story is a bit shorter. So mine, let's go back to young Amanda because that's when truly formative things happened.
These are the greatest stories.
And I think I was probably like 7 or so. I remember being pretty young. And we were at Worlds of Fun in Kansas City. It's, for those that are not familiar, it's like a Six Flags, but kind of smaller.
But worse.
No, it's great. I love Worlds of Fun. We were there and they have a Ferris wheel and I remember going on it and I was with my sister and there were like two older girls that were kind of like punkish, essentially dicks. They ended up just being a couple of dicks. As it goes around, they end up being on top of us and I swear, I might be like misremembering this, but I swear they like tried to spit on us. And my sister and I both are like, we don't understand why we're being targeted right now. Going around, and then they start like, they're flipping us off too. And again, I'm like 7. I don't know if I've ever seen anybody flip the bird. I don't know, like, I know it's not a good thing, right? It's
Like they're telling us we're number 1.
you just stole the punchline.
Oh no! See, there's the one problem with us not telling each other the stories beforehand. Damn it!
We go around and my sister and I are like, this is the Ferris wheel of hell, like from hell. We are not having a fun time. We're trying to like dodge this. These girls are rude. We eventually get off. We tell my mom, obviously. We tell her that we're just bullied by these two girls on the thing. So my mom, as an adult woman, goes back and finds these two girls and goes up to them. She goes, I heard you're number 1, or no. Oh! She goes, I heard you can count to 1, but can you count to 2, 3, and 4 to these children? Woo! Kathy coming in hot, but she's like, I gotta protect my young.
Protect her babies.
So
Oh my gosh.
I remember like seeing my mom do this and like my sister and I experiencing my mom kind of like go after these girls that were not nice to her daughters.
What
Young,
a good
impressionable.
mama bird.
Yeah.
I love it.
I'll never forget that.
I'm sorry I ruined it a little. It was still funny.
It's fine.
Oh man. I hope to be that kind of mom.
Sometimes you just need that person in your life that's gonna do that for you.
Deal.
Have your back, you know? Mm-hmm. You know?
Mm-hmm. I know.
Okay, your turn.
All
I'm
right.
excited.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Let me get settled.
So, this past month, my boyfriend and I take a trip to Seattle, and
Wait, you have a boyfriend?
one of the things that I was told to do was take the ferry over to this island. And we get off, we're walking downtown, and
Wait, sorry, what time of day was this?
this was like the middle of the day.
Okay.
Okay, so
Okay.
like, yeah, we're bright middle of the day. We're downtown in this cute little downtown areas like ice cream shops and restaurants, whatever. And we see this map and it tells you like what restaurants you can go to, that kind of thing. And then down in the corner there are like 4 other attractions on the island that you can get to. You might have to like take an Uber even to them, or like a bus or something.
Big island.
It's a pretty big island, but like there just isn't like much else there besides the downtown area and then like where people live, and then kind of like it does look like suburb area once you get outside of downtown, but it's a small island. We look at the board and we see that one of the other attractions that is not near downtown is a weed shop, because the state of Washington, it is legal. And the description of it also said like high-end marijuana shop or something. And so it sounded like really bougie. And we were like, what does that even mean? So we get there and my boyfriend and I decided to buy some edibles, and we were like, oh, we'll like do this later, whatever. We'll do drugs. My boyfriend was like so adamant that he wanted to like go see nature and go hike, you know. And I was kind of mad because I did not plan on like being naturey that day. I didn't dress
You're like, I'm not
totally
wearing
appropriate
closed-toed shoes.
I was in high heels. No. So we find the entrance to this park and we get in there and we realize that it's pretty small and it's not very popular. Instead of just going back the way that we came into the park, we could hear cars. We were like, there's a road close by somewhere, so let's just try and get to that road. And so we are walking towards where we hear the cars, and we come to a fork in the road, and the one that is obviously directly to the street looks like there's like a pretty big ravine down before you get to the road. And I was like, I don't really want to climb that, so let's go this way. We start going like other route, not ravine route. We go this other way because I can see that there's like a parking lot of some kind, and it looks like a road also, but it's just like farther down. Then we end up in a parking lot, and we keep walking and walking, and we were like, that's weird. There's like salt trucks and machinery and like diggers, and it was probably like a 10-minute walk from the time we like were on concrete until we get to the end of this road. So we get to a gate, and the gate's locked, by the way. And so he like peers around the corner, and he was like, oh my God, we're inside the Bainbridge Public Works Department right now.
You were inside, so you were on the inside part of the
We were on the inside
property.
of the Public Works Department. We have to get out of here like right now because they probably have cameras, or this is like such a small town that someone's gonna see us and call the police. So we end up walking all the way back down this road and back through this parking lot into the forest and going the other way, the other fork in the roadway. And it was like a 2-lane highway. It was pretty busy. Like we should not have been there. Okay.
Why didn't you guys ever just go, oh, we'll just go back out the front part of the park that we came in?
I don't know.
Oh, I know why.
Yeah. Then we start walking down this 2-lane highway and we get to the front entrance, the other side of the gate of the Public Works Department, and that's where we get an Uber from. So I look up and I see a cop car coming down the highway we had just walked down with its lights flashing. And I looked at my boyfriend, I was like, I'm pretty sure they're coming for us. Lights flashing, and does like a turn into the little alcove we're standing in, like kind of screeching his tires, and he gets out of his car and he just looks at us and he goes, hey guys, what you doing? Of course, my boyfriend's first response was, sorry. I was like, don't say that. I was like, now we look even more guilty of doing something.
We didn't even mean to do anything.
Oh my God. And I start telling him like what actually happened and why we ended up there. And he tells us that somebody did drive by and see us and call the police. The cop then goes, so we've had a lot of burglaries on the island recently, and you guys matched the description.
Do they think you're like a Bonnie and Clyde
Yeah.
situation?
Yeah, he was like, it was a female and a male, and you know, they've stolen things on the island. And Sam and I are like, what?
That's amazing.
Why is this coincidence happening right now? So then 2 more cop cars show up, and the second cop gets out of the car.
They think that they like got the burglars. They're like,
he called for backup. The second cop shows up and he gets out of his car and he just stands there and doesn't say a word. He's like this huge burly guy. And the first cop, by the way, looked like Guy Fieri, so I couldn't get over that the whole time because he had like the goatee and the spiky hair, and he was just like,
They talked to you about ribs.
he was like, welcome to Flavortown.
We're gonna take you down to Flavortown. By Flavortown, I mean the jail.
Then the third cop says that he has to open the gate to the Public Works and go inside and make sure that we didn't steal anything And I was like, yeah, like I have a salt truck in my pocket. I don't know what on earth I could have stolen. Then they take our IDs and they run our IDs. And when they ran my Illinois ID, I think the lady typed in the wrong number. So it came back saying like unavailable or like not recognized. And the cop thought I had a fake ID for a second. That wasn't good. And then
like the buildup, like it's just piling on.
Oh, right. It just went like on and on and on. In the meantime, like Sam and I have already ordered our Uber. So our Uber driver shows up then. He just like rolls his window down and he just looks at me and goes, "Are you Katie?" And the cop had to like walk over there and tell the Uber driver to hang tight because he was dealing with a situation. My ID finally goes through and he's like, "Oh, okay, it's fine." And then he takes our phone numbers down. He has to like write down my account of what happened and everything. And he's like, "Oh, like you guys are okay to go, but you know, if anything comes back fishy, like the detective is gonna call you." And I was like, "Yeah, there's a detective on the case already."
Oh, right. See, the detective's gonna give you a call and he's really gonna give you a shakedown.
We get in the Uber and the Uber driver was like, "Wow, guys, this has never happened to me and this will be a story I'm gonna tell
like,
my family when I go home." And I was like,
"Not happened to me either."
Like, okay, we're not criminals. I was like, "Here's what happened." And so we tell the Uber driver and he was like, "Yeah, this is a really small town. Like they literally have nothing better to do." And he goes, "I don't even believe that there were actually robberies on the island." He's like, "I think the cop made that up." And he was like, "We probably have like one criminal activity a year, and that's maybe a robbery."
So it was all a lie.
Kinda.
So
I mean,
they
except
needed
for like
3 cops for no
backup.
reason.
So then, mind you though, the whole time I'm sitting there and I'm like, edibles, like, don't kick in, please, like, please don't. But I think my adrenaline was like so high that like nothing happened. I like didn't feel anything. And we made it back to Seattle.
What a saga.
Okay, so that's what happened.
Oh my gosh, that's like not real.
No.
I mean, obviously it's
it
real,
was.
it happened, but I'm saying like that is from like a movie or a show where you're like, that stuff doesn't happen to people.
Right, well, it did. And then the whole rest of the trip, my boyfriend just calling us Bonnie and Clyde. That was like a severely long story, but that's what happened.
Yeah, that's so good. Cool.
Okay, are we all done?
That's the show for today.
Bye.
I just wanted to say that you guys don't be confused that I'm wearing a turtleneck. It is April and I am wearing a turtleneck because it snowed today. So I don't want anyone to be like, "Wait, when did they record this episode? When are they putting these out?" I'm confused about the timeline. No, it snowed today and it was cold, so.
I saw a meme today that said, a meme, it's just words. Is that still a meme if it's just a quote and a picture of a quote?
We call it meme adjacent.
Meme adjacent. I saw a meme adjacent today that said, "So are we like not doing spring or what?" And I don't think we are. We're both wearing snow boots right now.
I can't get mine up.
Flexibility. Oh.